Hi, I'm Caddy, and I've been thinking a lot lately about the creative process. I've spent a lot of time in the recording studio and also trying to figure out ways to combine music with other forms of media, including dance. I talked to two of my colleagues about their thoughts on the creative process. One is Vida Tonga, who is a great guitarist from Paris, and the other is Joachim Boytoun, who is a great cellist who lives in New York City. Here's what they had to say. You may hear some trombone playing throughout because we are at the United Nations International School, right next door to the trombone room, and you pretty much cannot go anywhere without hearing trombone, which is okay because I like the trombone.
Do you have any comments on the creative process?
The creative process is about artistry, and the artist does what there is to do when there's nothing to do.
But what about the time-money factor?
Time and money have nothing to do with artistry.
Vida, I know we've been in the studio a lot. Can you shed some light on recording and the creative process?
There are endless talks about the creative process. Caddy likes to prepare ahead of time and then let inspiration decide what the song needs in the studio. Before recording any material, we think it's a good idea to try the tunes in concert and gauge the reaction. It's very helpful to decide on the parameters like beat, structure, tempo, or even the purpose of the song. When we play a traditional piece, we research the various versions and lyrics beforehand to try to understand better the context, the authors. Then we're able to choose the instrumentation and the arrangements. Caddy always has music in her head, and even while traveling, her mind is thinking about the next song coming up. I call her DJ Caddy for that reason. That and her flashy outfits, of course.
I think Vida's talking about my glitter. Let's ask Joachim.
Any advice for someone who's doing their first recording?
You do it over and over and over, and you use the best possible quality that you can come up with to record with.
Any tips for veterans about recording?
Veterans practice their act so that they walk into the recording studio cold and only have to do it once.
And how do you recreate that live feeling in a recording studio if you want that on your record?
Use high resolution, lossless format, do it once, and invite your mother-in-law to listen.
Funny that you'd say that, Joachim. I prefer to be recording with my violin, the microphone, and the engineer. No one else for 100 miles. I love doing it that way. Thank you for listening to the podcast. We'll end with one final recording tip from Vida. It's about our favorite studio in Brooklyn, New York.
When you want to record here in New York City, we do recommend the beautiful Big Orange Ship Studios in Brooklyn. Here you could benefit from the multiple talents, advice and patience of Chris, the owner and engineer. And not to mention direct access to the most expensive coffee in town, just downstairs. Cheers.